Well, I always just upload my survival ranking, so I figure, of course, I do my update one for Big Brother. I'll go through all of the winners. I think like 41 winners of Big Brother will come out the US seasons, the spin-offs, but also, of course, the Canada seasons as well. Again, I always talk about, again, I'm going to do similar to how I did my survival winner ranking, and I'm probably going to do for these kind of rankings going forward. Most because they're actually a lot more fun and easier to edit, and just a lot of fun to do in general. Based on, it's going to be similar to like a tier list there, just talk about what I put in the actual tiers. So, hope you enjoy. Again, you check out my survival rankings, which is out. I do plan to do a up ranking as well with Big Brother and Survivor. So let me know your ranking of all Big Brother winners down below in the comments. So this is Peter, and here's my ranking of every Big Brother winner. And it's supposed to be similar tiers with the bomb tier being called Steak Bomb, which is obviously very self-explanatory. It's basically the tier basically awarding of the absolute bomb the bear winners, and there actually are two winners that end up making this list. And I think these are two of the worst winners in Big Brother history. In my opinion, the worst winner of all time going to Ty McDonald from Big Brother Can 11. So actually the next one I'll be talking about, and it's also this year, is probably a lot worse. Ty's probably the only winner on, so at least, yeah, this is also, again, how they arbitrate on the individual season, how they arbitrate on the show. Because I'm sure Ty McDonald's also a great guy in real life. But in this season, I just didn't enjoy him at all. There's not any of that fun that was interesting. Any of his moves that he's trying to make were that impressive. Like, he's the definition of someone who is a dominant winner, but not fun dominant winner. Something kind of like Ryan Heineck from South Thailand. And well, he's definitely not nasty as him, obviously, but dude like ain't like that bad, thank God. He just wasn't enjoyable to watch at all. And it's really kind of really soured that season, in my opinion. And I'll say the same thing with the other winner, that is Jackson Mickey from Big Brother 21. Again, this is just going to personal enjoyment, how much I enjoyed the winners, not really involving gameplay. I mean, gameplay might make some factors to some of these winners, but overall, this is just kind of personal enjoyment, how much I enjoyed them on the individual season, just on the individual season. And I never liked Jackson Mickey even from watching this season. And well, like I said, he is said some things that aren't exactly great. He has done some terrible stuff in that season. He does some stuff that theoretically would make him the worst winner, honestly. It's really only his impressive final fight move, which fits Cliff and Nicole taught me when they probably should have. That alone puts him a spot higher than Ty. Because theoretically, the stuff that he says and he's done this season, how he treats certain people, it's a lot worse than Ty, but it's that sliver of a positive that puts him at least a bit higher, but honestly, not by much, but still both, in my opinion, are really terrible winners. At least one I did not enjoy. And now we get to two I call just eh, eh. Yeah, it's basically called eh. Just words I just think are just kind of just blah. You know, not terrible, not bad, but winners on this tier, which is not the most fun to watch. I do have actually 4 winners on this tier. 5 winners actually on this tier. With the bottom tier would be Misha from So Lovely Big Brother 3. I think when I originally filmed this, I almost forgot about Misha, but it's like, oh, but that's because you're just so boring to watch. Like, I mean, a president took the competition win. She's someone that probably will do well competitions on any given season, but just again, I look for personality and enjoyment, character moments. I just didn't find that much with Misha on this season. Well, any at all, Misha. I would say the same thing with Nick and Phil from Big Brother Canada 4. Not really much I can really say about them, honestly. And same with also Eddie from Big Brother 1. I don't really have much to say about him as a winner either. That's because I'm not really watching Big Brother 1, but that's because, it's a long season, so I'd rather not. I'm not sure my opinion would have changed much anyway. And then we have Adam from Big Brother 9, who, I was like, I think my got grown him a little bit on my rewatch on Big Brother 9. I was like, he's actually a bit more enjoyable. He does have some few funny moments, but again, he was just not fun to watch, and that autistic comedy makes him getting the season calling them retards and saying that it's fine because he works for them. Like, and also the fact that what happens after the season, while that I usually don't judge what happens to you after the season, does kind of sour my taste on Adam a bit. And then we have probably the most controversial probably placement on this list, and it's working from after a rewatch. And that winner is Maggie Osborne from S1-S26. Yeah, probably the most controversial choice on this list. But I never liked Maggie, honestly. And it's not anything she did wrong, honestly. She just wasn't much as she. Maybe some game aspects she is pretty impressive. I will not deny that. That's why like, she's the top of this tier. But it's, again, I'm someone that let go to like personality and all that stuff, and that's didn't find much back on this season. I just didn't find her much to enjoy some good gameplay moments. Did you deserve to win? Definitely, but again, based on pure enjoyment, I just couldn't find much from Maggie. Sorry. And now we get to the mixed bag category, which is basically the tier of basically just ones that figure are just like mixed with me. Well, I'm just so conflicted about what they may have some good elements, but some elements that are just like, yeah, just at least blends into makes it mixed. And there are three winners that made this tier. And the first one here is Jillian from Favorite Canon 1. And really, the only reason why Jillian's on this tier is because of the fact that she didn't technically win. Because obviously the fact there was the incident with Topaz ended up putting in the wrong key, which kind of led to her end up winning instead of Gary. And to fact, I didn't find that much interesting TV, but she was still good fun moments that honestly, if it wasn't the fact that she didn't win, she probably would have been like a couple tiers higher, but I think Mayfax probably the perfect like for Jillian. And I would say the same thing with Jag from and I would say the same thing with Jag from Big Brother 25. While he definitely has his fun moments, he got a good storyline, and he made for every person to win. There's also the fact that he got voted out and ended up returning to the game. He kind of have a bit of a holy attitude at times that I totally blanked on after we watched, which I didn't fully realize until I actually watched this season. And he probably played some of the most frustrating gameplay moments in the show's history. And it has done some pretty terrible stuff to some people, especially with Felicia in Final 5, but he can be likable at times. He has his fun moments. The guy is just at least fun to watch. Honestly, though he's not a terrible person, at least. I mean, at least especially if he's especially outside the game. But on this season, he does have those moments that do put him in the mixed category. And person random here is Josh Martinez from Vapor 19. Still has his annoying and frustrating moments, but I can say I'm actually much more enjoyable on Josh on this rewatch. I actually do like more Josh on this rewatch. I mean, that could be because I've rewatched all seasons of Challenge, and that could be because I have now watched all seasons of Challenge, and I've seen always appears on the show, and also reindeer games. Again, this is just factoring Crispy 19 game, but that might play at least. This one, the one time would might play a bit of factor that Challenge is actually a little more enjoyable time, though he do have his annoying, frustrating moments. But I did actually enjoy him a bit more on this time around, even though the moments are still there. And now we get to the good enough tier, which is based on winners I think are just like, I say what, just decent to possibly solid winners of the show. And show like some maybe borderline mixed honestly, but I find at least a little more positive. And I do have three winners in this tier, one being probably a controversial choice and one that I think a lot of people have a lot low on this list, and I think for good reason honestly, and that's Evil Dick, who I remember at the time I watched people I used to love Evil Dick, I love him as a character. But of course, this is one of the only times where Big Ways and outside the show does kind of tame what he's done on this season. Where I mean, he was not a likable person, but I remember loving his antics. I remember being like, so, like he has played some great fights in the show, and especially fights with Jen on the season. Like he can be an entertaining character, and and he does have some good gameplay moments. Though he kind of weasel his way into the win because of America's Player. Because the America's Player twist. But of course, we invited in a lot of stuff that he was done after the show and how he is acted after the show, which is like, yeah. Like he still has his moments. Honestly, it's why he's still in the good enough tier. But don't think I can find much enjoyable nowadays. Honestly, I get still a little more positive. I do find some of his character still kind of fun, and he does have some hilarious moments. But it's those aspects that really do put him in this tier. Now we have Tamar from Celebrity 2, honestly. And I was hoping that Tamar actually rise up because I didn't find her to be that interesting on the season. And she definitely has a good gameplay moments and some fun moments, but I really don't know what it is. I just never find Taylor to be that much enjoyable. Like, I really don't know what it is, honestly. Like, the fun moments are still enough to obviously put in this tier, but again, I don't know what it is, honestly. I definitely love to go up accent, but on this season, I mean, she has a moments, obviously, which is why she's still in this tier, but I really don't know why. I just can't enjoy as much. I won't tell you guys. Sorry. And the person running up this year is Rachel Riley from Big Brother 13. And that person actually probably the most luckiest winner in the show's history, considering that a lot of the circumstances and the twists that happened that kind of favor her a little bit. And I might make a video on Rachel Riley at some point. Rachel Riley I think is probably one of the most a housecast that I feel the most conflicted on, honestly. I don't mention this, but I think Rachel Riley is probably the most conflicted I ever feel about a reality TV show contestant. Well, she can have her great moments, and she does moments that do display her as an all-time great TV character. Like, I'm not denying that. But I remember when Bill 12, 13 aired, I could not stand Rachel. I could not stand her as a character. I could not stand her whininess, her bitchiness, her terrible attitude at times. I sometimes even wonder why she was even bred, honestly. That's how bad it was. To obviously, her being a stereotype. I mean, I've definitely grown on Rachel a bit. Especially me watching the seasons and me watching her seasons on The Amazing Race. I mean, her season 20 run is definitely pretty terrible, probably her worst run, but 24 was great. Again, I know this is just judging her 13 appearance, but it's just funny that I definitely grown on Rachel this time around too. While she definitely still has her bitchy moments and her whining ass moments, which is probably why she's still been in this year. She definitely has a lot more impressive elements that people get credit for, and again, she still is an all-time great TV character for a reason. It's just those whining moments is why I still put her in this tier. At least for me. And now we get to the good HOH here, which is basically the ones I think are just generally good. We have some problems that do prevent them from being like super high up, but ones I think are just generally great. I think are good. Again, good, not great. And we're going to get to probably the most controversial choice on this list as I would put Cody Cafioli from Big Brother 22 All-Stars in this tier. I guess it's kind of similar to how I feel about another one, which we'll get into. So, well, yeah, his gameplay is impressive, but his gameplay is probably why it makes that season so boring. Like he pretty much doubled down on based on what his other person, the other winner actually ended up doing in that season, and he ended up making that season so much boring, honestly. And honestly, look back, I don't think Cody's really that great of a character either. Honestly, like I don't think he's entirely boring along with the other winner, but like he can have his moments here and there. But yeah, Cody definitely does. There's a reason why people think Cody's kind of boring, honestly. Like I debated putting him in this tier or the good enough tier, honestly, but the present game is one no instance where the gameplay does play a factor into it. You know, I do think it was tempting to put him in a tier lower, honestly, but it's not pressing this, even though his impressive gameplay does make that season pretty much a drag. Like, that gameplay is what makes that season so boring, probably the worst season of Big Brother. But it's still impressive enough to where it ends up being in this tier. And then we have Tashawn from Big Brother Canada 9. It's a pretty interesting winner to talk about. Someone who definitely, I guess, Big Brother Canada 9 was a season that's filled with terrible gameplay and pretty passive players and pretty awful gameplay at times. And honestly, Tashawn was no exception to that. Like, he does have a impressive moment, especially how he pulled off the Jensen blindside, which I think is still one of the most cold-blooded, impressive moves in the show's history. But it's only the problem that he is so back and forth at times and not knowing what he wants to do. I think because that causes people to trust him, and he has probably some of the worst jury management in any winner I've seen. And also, along with Cody, he actually also was one of the only two winners to actually never get nominated, which is, I would say, is pretty impressive. Not gonna lie. No one else there was some moments where he probably could have been nominated, but it's still pretty impressive. And he's actually a lower fun character, actually. Next one is Marissa from Celebrity Big 1. Again, she's just a great character. That's really all I can really say about Marissa. Sorry. Then we have Sarah from Big Brother Canada 3. Also one of the more lucky winners on this list. As mainly because she's the one that was more benefited from a lot of twists. Like, Big Brother Canada 3 was a season where I felt like almost every week we were getting a big twist. Like we got the triple eviction, we got the special visa bringing 1 pound 7. Then we got the week 1 where everyone was HOH and nominated 2 people. Like there were so many twists that happened in that season. And a lot of that really ended up benefiting Sarah. It doesn't get And in terms of gameplay, I think Sarah's actually a bit of an underrated one. She probably would have got a lot of stuff done even without those twists, honestly. Though they usually end up really benefiting her still a lot in this season, which I definitely can't deny. Yeah, but overall, I like Sarah. Not much I really say about her. And probably stay with Lisa from Big Brother 3, honestly. And something I lost to Daniel, obviously. I want her to think that Daniel obviously should have won that season. Lisa, he's still a pretty good winner. It does have a good moments. Like, not much really to say about Lisa, honestly. Then we have Xavier from Big Brother 23, who is one I think we all expect to be like a great, likable winner. And he is a good winner, obviously. But he does have his pretty unlikable moments, especially during the final 8. And he's definitely not the best in terms of gameplay, obviously, but he still has a good moment, and still that was still fun to enjoy, even though he does get pretty assholish at times. Not to know how much I said about Xavier either, honestly. And then we have June's song for Big Brother 4, who definitely bumped up. I think I had her originally in the mixed tier, but my rewatch Big Brother 4 is by Big Brother 4 being a kind of forgettable season, in my opinion. June actually jumped up on the ranking list. What do you think about her actual game? Again, this is also no instant of gameplay is probably what put June on this tier. Like, her gameplay is actually kind of impressive. Like, she was the person that used that flow strategy to her effectiveness. And well, like Allison, she was like a low light in the house. She does play that role pretty impressively in how she was able to make it to the end and how she was able to really get as far as she did. And then the person rounding up this tier is Jordan Lloyd from Big Brother. Again, maybe a little bit biased because Big Brother 11 is probably the first season I watched, but I've always loved Jordan, obviously. She definitely bumped down a bit on my rewatch, but I still like her. Really solid winner, fun character, great moments, great relationship with Jeff, which I will make that they actually still get to this day, if I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong. But it was definitely between no man, and they do have some great moments, so yeah, Jordan definitely rounds up this year. Again, all good winners. And now we get to the high Q win tier, and this is basically every other winner that didn't make the top 5. And which this means that everyone winning but all winners I think are still great, 2 amazing winners, they just did not make the actual top 5. And I'm just gonna go a little rapid fire, but I think all the winners are great. Well, we have Paris. Well, first one we'll talk about is Paris from Big Brother Canada 6. A pretty underrated winner, actually. Someone I don't think we all expected to win, but was a pretty solid winner and a great character to boot. Drew from Big Brother 5, not the most interesting character, but one of his aspects where I think gameplay really elevates him to this year, and he does have some fun moments in general. And same with Derek from Big Brother 16, who, again, like Cody, he pretty much broke the game of Big Brother. Obviously, he's not exactly an interesting character in a lot of ways, but it's still that first gameplay that I find at least a little more impressive than Cody still. That puts him in this tier, honestly. I debate putting him in this tier or in the other tier, but I think considering his first gameplay, I side from this tier. Then we have Dane from Big Brother Canada 7, one of the most dominant winners in the show's history, yet still a very likable dominant winner. Then we have Casey from Big Brother 20. Again, I really always like Casey, honestly. Maybe some seasons she's definitely better than others, especially on the challenge, but I like the first run on Big Brother, honestly. Again, fun challenge beast, hilarious moments. I really enjoy Casey. I think she's as boring as a character, in my opinion, if think she is, my opinion. And I definitely want to not mind seeing her back on Big Brother. And then we have one of the most underrated one is Steve from Big Brother 17. So they're playing the modern pretty well, obviously, and while he does have up and down moments, he's still a very likable winner. Definitely the one of the winners that I remember surprised me the most. So yeah, he definitely belongs this year. And then Mike Berkey from Big Brother 7. Again, not exactly great outside the show, but on this season, he was a great character. Then we have John from Big Brother Canada 2, who ended up being a lot more. I was like, John from Big Brother Canada 2 was a lot more fun character than I remember him being. And I know maybe we kind of just dull in this when I first watched the season, but yeah, he ended up being a lot more hilarious and enjoyable than I remember him being. Then we have Morgan Willett from Big Brother Top again. The overall cast in general is probably one of the most underrated casts in the show's history, with some of the most fun and exhilarating characters in Big Brother history. And Morgan Willett is definitely one of those characters. It's a shame that she did not end up returning for a regular Big Brother season, same with this entire cast in general. And then we have Ian Terry from Big Brother 14, the definition of the underdog win. And while he definitely was rough early on, he definitely got better season 1 along to One there were a lot of instances in the later game where he could have got voted out and got nominated. He was still a likable winner. He was still a fun winner watching, and him being autistic definitely did help that. But he's still a great winner, and honestly, the fact that he's going to be Dan was still pretty impressive. In a while ago, when Dan probably should have won the season ending, considering that during that season and what's going on, like, even still impressive winner, in my opinion. And now for the top 10, where we have Nicole Franzel from Big Brother 18. I guess this is just judging her Big Brother 18 appearance. Because if I was judging her appearance, she would be a lot lower. Again, we'll get into that in the future rankings. But yeah, I've always had a soft spot for Nicole Franzel. I think her game of Big Brother 18 is actually a bit underrated, actually. And she definitely has questionable moments, but she's still a very appealing, likable person. And I kind of helped root for her when she ended up winning this season. And I'm definitely was happy that Nicole Franzel actually got her win. Like, it was. Yes! Number 9, we have the most recent winner, and that is Chelsea from Big Brother 26. Yeah. I didn't realize it, but Chelsea is actually very similar to Derek in terms of how she won the season, but again, it's at least a lot more of a fun way. It was a little unpredictable way, and hell, I think she's actually a lot more fun character than people get credit for. Does she have like more moments with the whole Cam situation? Yes. It would be kind of jealous of Cam McKenzie upon, which definitely make Conrad as a bit likable, but as a whole, I love Chelsea on this season. I think her win's definitely one of the more satisfying wins on the show, in my opinion. Yeah, Blackburn winning and also winning unanimously, like, that's pretty impressive. I mean, she was up against McKenzie, but, you know, still. And now 8, we have Hayden Moss from Big Brother 12. A lot more fun character than I actually remember him being, and also a lot more impressive with it than I remember him being. Then we have Dr. Will from Big Brother 2, honestly. Well, his gameplay may left a little bit to be desired in Big Brother 2. Again, if I was judging both of his times of 2 and 7, he probably actually would be in the top 5. But in terms of being character, Dr. Will is still an all-time great character. The fact that he's going to be coming back for Deal No Deal season 2, I cannot fucking wait. And now we get to the winner that just missed the top 5. I definitely debate between this and another Big Brother Canada winner we'll get into. But in the end, I decided to go. The winner that just missed this list is Kevin Martin. Kevin Martin from Big Brother Canada 5. Again, in terms of gameplay, Kevin Martin is pretty impressive. I mean, he did kind of win out a little bit, but the way he had to win out was at least very impressive and interesting to watch. He was able to do it in a pretty impressive way. He made some questionable moves here and there, but he was still a very likable winner, and how he was able to like just dominate to the end. It's still a pretty impressive win. And he was in the top 5, but what we did, I'm sorry, just a tad bit edge, but overall, Kevin Martin is still an incredible winner. It does round up this tier. And now we get to one thing is the Mount BB Moore of Big Brother. These are the 5 winners that are just generally the 5 main best. Maybe from character moments, satisfying wins, likable players, and just impressive gameplay all around. And we get to number 5 again. I'm not sure anyone's going to agree with this person being number 5. Again, I would love this person this season, but the more I think about it, after we watch this season, the more I just absolutely adore this person. And that's Bailey from Big Brother Canada 12. That's right now supposed to be the last one that we're going to get for Big Brother Canada 12. And honestly, a very satisfying last one we're going to get for Big Brother Canada. As Bailey is a truly incredible character, just one that really is good to fight, but is also very likable, fun, hilarious, and just a joyful, great presence to watch and witness. When I said, well, whether her moves were intentional or not, she does it in a very impressive way, especially how she's able to convince Tori and Anthony, two of their twin players that season 2, basically have full trust in her. And the way she basically just dominated Anthony in the final 2, where Anthony lost again, like, that is incredibly impressive. Again, in terms of character, she's just incredible. So many fun lines, great moments, probably one of the best characters that we have gotten out there again, and that's saying something. And I think Bailey's definitely going to be more winners down. The more the season is aged, the more memorable she's going to appear as a winner. And now we get to my number 4, which is Andy Heron from Big Brother 15. Again, in terms of gameplay, I think Andy Heron actually plays part of the most impressive single winning game in Big Brother history. Like, Andy is an incredible winner. Again, people didn't think that at first because Andy actually ends up being severely underrated, which is why the only reason why he's only number 4. Because I just debate him being a top 2, honestly. And he probably could have been number 1, honestly, on this list. Because sometimes he was showing he was a fun character, and it's a kid where gameplay definitely plays a factor because he plays the most impressive game in Big Brother history, especially in that final 7 round, how he was able to move through everybody, how he was probably never in any danger of going home throughout his entire run on Big Brother. This fact that forced you to be the most underrated winner in the show's history, which is pretty unfortunate, honestly. And well, it's probably not like we're going to see Anna be on the show again, from what I'm told. So, yeah, but overall, Andy, incredible winner. And number 3, we get to probably the most controversial choice, as we're going to get to. Don't hear me. Number 3 is Dan Giesling. Wait a minute, let me explain. Let me explain, people. Again, it's just judging them based on their one winning game. Because if I was judging both of his Big Brother 10 appearance and his Big Brother 14 appearance, but again, this is just judging his Big Brother 10 game, and obviously he's still number 3 on the list. Obviously, he's still like an all-time great winner. Honestly, it's just. But you there's any reason why he's on number 3. Honestly, it's just I think the 2 winners are just able to judge individually, and I'm satisfied for all the wins, but they're still pretty impressive. Like, doing these things, and again, Eastland has already been said. I pray not. And now we get to my number 2, which is the best Big Brother Canada winner, but also the best Big Brother Canada player in general. My opinion, that's Kevin Jacobs from Big Brother Canada 10. And again, he basically someone thought the world, but he actually did not win any competitions, and he only won 1 veto, but he didn't win any HOHs that season, and he was still able to pull a impressive win. But a very impressive win where he was just a very likable winner, very hilarious, just what do you expect from a great Big Brother Canada character is basically here, like what I always love about Canada is how these play like incredible characters, like 95% of the time, like some characters probably would normally see on Big Brother US, they play some all-time great ones in Canada. And Kevin Jacobs is pretty much the prime example of that, with how he's able to maneuver for the game, how he beats some pretty impressive moves, maneuvers, especially with double eviction, how he kind of with Mario Gino and with that gummy bear thing, and of course, the whole final free eviction about we actually was to visit Josh Big Betty, which is still one of the most shocking moments in Big Brother history. Probably the most shocking moment in any season of Big Brother, in my opinion. The fact that he was able to do, like, he's probably the most impressive gameplay moments ever. Again, might not be just a likable all-time great character to boot. But in my opinion, the number 1 best one in my opinion is still Taylor Hale. Just the one to have so much adversity in the first couple of weeks, I was able to outmaneuver that. Probably one of the most impressive social games in the show's history. And one of the ones I felt the most satisfied and cheery and incredible that I felt. I'm not making a video in general talking why she is my favorite winner, but she's still an incredible display player. Again, maybe not the best game player, at least on this season, but in terms of social ability, in terms of likability, in terms of just how she's able to someone that was actually close to probably was going to be the first move from Anna she didn't do wrong, and was treated so unfairly in those first few weeks. Yeah, Taylor Hale is easy number 1 in my opinion. Well guys, I hope you join me discussing my ranking of every single Big Brother winner. Again, I will leave a list like right here at some point in this video where you see what I would actually rank every single winner in Big Brother, where I would place them. You know what I talked about them, I probably would have placed them in what they are, but if you want to know my actual list on how to end winner, I will put it right here on the screen for you guys to see. I plan to do a ranking on all the runner-ups, all the found jurors, and the penultimate jurors as well. I'm planning on doing this for Survivor as well. I remember stuff for the Amazing Race, or yeah, I've done Come on Hell's Kitchen, and we'll see how it goes. I'm excited to finally get this shit up and rolling, but I hope you all enjoyed the video. Let me know what type of content you guys want to see me down below in the comment section. This is the Survivor Encyclopedia, signing off.